Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and make sure to drop a like, comment, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. I've set myself a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you like my content, make sure to show your support. Today we'll be talking about the Las Vegas Xfinity race, and honestly, there's not that much really that stood out to me in this race. This was a relatively clean affair from start to finish. The only caution we saw for incident was on lap 1 with Williams Wallich getting loose in turn 2 and wrecking out. After that it was long green flag run, stage break, long green flag run, another stage break, and then the entirety of stage 3 was run under green. And we had 0 incidents for pretty much the entire second half of the race. Now, I'm not saying this means the race was bad. It was pretty old school actually, which I enjoyed, especially towards the end with the 2 best cars of the race opening up such a huge gap that they ended up lapping almost the entire field. Only 9 cars finished on the lead lap, which is something I really appreciated. That being said, these type of races also don't give me much to talk about, so I had to really dig deep here to try and make something out of it. Of the things that really stood out to me watching this race, there were quite a few. First of all, the weather was a complete 180 from what we saw in the truck race on Friday. The truck race was cloudy, chance of rain, 2 red flags actually for rain. The Xfinity race in the day, not a single cloud in the sky, not a single cloud cover. It was sunny all throughout, almost as if it was night and day. And I'm not just saying this because the truck race was at night and the Xfinity was at day, but you get the point. As for what happened on the track, a story to follow early on was Josh Williams. He was not feeling well today. He had been battling with some sort of illness he's had since Coda 2 weeks ago. He even went on radio saying he couldn't breathe by the end of stage 1, and it was really affecting his performance. He had fallen a lap down and was running outside the top 30. So during the stage break, he was replaced by Ty Dillon for the remainder of the race, who finished 6 laps down in 29th. Ryan Sieg, he also had a moment on the stage 2 restart where he missed the shift and stacked up the field quite a bit. He did recover, however, coming back to finish 7th by the end of the race, but it was his younger brother, Kyle Sieg, who really impressed me. He showed top 10 speed for a good portion of the race. He almost got a stage point 2 at the end of stage 2 when he was running 10th, but he just barely missed out after getting edged out by Jesse Love at the line. And he also missed out in the top 10 as he finished the race in 11th, which is still a great finish regardless. And credit to the CW for actually putting some spotlight on him after the race and granting him an interview. It's pretty cool seeing some of the lower funded teams and lesser known drivers getting some love after an impressive performance. And speaking of love, Jesse Love and also his teammate Austin Hill, they were in my opinion the best of the rest. That is, everyone not named Justin Allgaier or Eric Almirola, but they had to overcome some adversity in the process. Jesse Love was penalized for an uncontrolled tire on his first pit stop, but like I mentioned just moments ago, he rebounded to finish 10th in stage 2 and continued to march forward in stage 3, finishing 3rd. The only guy who finished the race within 20 seconds of the top 2, just 11 seconds back. As for Austin Hill, he ran top 10 in stage 1, but then in stage 2 he got to make an unscheduled pit stop under green to fix a vibration. He fell a lap down and had to take the wave around to get back on the lead lap, so he didn't pit at the end of stage 2. I was a bit afraid he would not be able to stretch the fuel tank up to the point where the leaders started pitting, but to his credit, he did a great job at not only conserving fuel, but also gaining the track position while doing so. And with fuel no longer a concern for the closing laps, because he was back on the cycle with the leaders, he continued to move forward, eventually finishing 4th after battling Sam Mayer and Brandon Jones in the closing laps. So all in all, great bounce back day for the RCR duo. And Kyle Busch was in the booth as well because Kligerman was racing at Sebring and could not be part of the crew. So they called Rowdy in, and similar to how he did at Bristol back in 2020, he did a great job. He fit in seamlessly and provided some valuable insight throughout the race, almost as if he was made for this. So I definitely enjoyed that. But yeah, like I said, nobody was touching Allgaier or Almirola. Those two were on a different zip code all race long. Allgaier won stage 1 by 8 seconds over Almirola, and after a slow stop that dropped him down to 7th, he came back and almost won stage 2 after a close battle with the 19. But just when I thought he was clear, Eric came back and took the stage win away from him. So you could say it was more Allgaier being the best car, with Almirola being the only guy who could keep up with him, because he made a run in the closing laps, getting to within half a second of the 7, but he just could not complete the pass. And Connor Silich did briefly make it a 3-man race to begin stage 3, but in the long run, the 7 and the 19, they were clearly superior. Maybe Zilich would have had a chance at a top 5, though, if he didn't get busted for speeding during his final green flag stop, along with Sammy Smith, who actually won the pole, because Junior Motorsports, they started the race running 1, 2, 3, 4 at one point, so they had speed, it's just that they didn't execute well. And for the 8 and the 88, it was a driver error, but for the 1 of Carson Kvapil, it was a team error because they didn't 100% fill the fuel tank during Kvapil's final stop, forcing him to pit for fuel with less than 10 to go, dropping him down to 17th. So for the second consecutive whip, Kvapil gets screwed out of top 10. But yeah, Justin Allgaier wins, some sweet redemption for not just last week's race, but also all the misfortune he got to go through at this Las Vegas track. Because we love to talk about how Phoenix is his quote-unquote unluckiest track, where everything that can go wrong will go wrong, but at least Allgaier is a 2-time winner at Phoenix. And he also won the championship at that track last year. Las Vegas, however, he always showed up with top 5 speed, but no wins to show for it until now, so suffice it to say, the cards played on in his favor this time. But yeah, that's all I have for this race, honestly. Like I said, pretty short video because not really much jumped out to me outside of that, but I really hope you enjoyed. And again, subscribe if you like, make sure to ring the bell, comment, like, and I'm done.